really all started with, it was an 8-year overnight success. I failed at 6 other businesses before starting the stupidest idea, which I was like, no one's going to watch these simple nursing videos. The reason I say that is because I failed at a nursing school at the time, and which is a whole long story. Well, it's not a long story. I used to teach paramedic school and EKGs. By the time I got into nursing, I was like, fine, I'll be a nurse. I never wanted to be a nurse, by the way, full disclosure. I was always trying to go to PA school. And it's not because I didn't like nursing. I just didn't know what they did.
Right.
But when I started working as a tech in the hospital, I'm like, oh, nurses do this and do that. And the other thing, I'm like, I'll be a nurse then.
Hey, and welcome to the Nurse Boss Shift. It's your girl, Dr. Kiiyonna Jones.
And Christal.
Imagine being in nursing school with an idea that could actually help other nursing students pass the NCLEX, pass their classes, and do well in nursing school. But the only challenge is you're not even a nurse yet. Well, let me introduce you to Nurse Mike, the owner of Simple Nursing. Nurse Mike, welcome.
What is up?
It's not just YouTube that you made that 100K month or that $1 million month, right? It's not just the monetization of YouTube. Can you tell what that branched off for you that led to all these different streams of revenue?
Yeah, I'll give you guys right now. Like TikTok, we don't make any money off of. YouTube doesn't even give you more than $100 and something thousand a year. It's only if you get like those, millions of views, which, YouTube wide, I think we only have a few videos that actually barely over 1 million views. So what really helps, and this is why I want to launch this like YouTube Masterclass, where it just basically shows you like how I got started, my journey, and how anyone with an informational product could do it. Where it's all you do is you get your knowledge, you put it into a Masterclass format. Let's just say you have 5 hours of content. You dice those 5 hours of content into like 5 or 10 minute videos, little modules, put them in a playlist, and then literally launch 1 video a week on YouTube, set it and forget it. YouTube lets you schedule out 2 years worth of content. So you can literally do it in a weekend and just set it, forget it for 2 years. And as it starts to shoot out to YouTube, the goal is to get them going back to a website like Udemy or what was the other one? LearnDash or Skillshare. Kajabi. And then they can buy your course, whatever the course is. I think my first course was on Udemy for $19 because I was convinced. I'm like, this is a fluke. Okay, people are watching this, but no one's ever going to purchase this. I'm like, no, like you would be dumb to purchase something from a guy who failed. Like that was the idea in my mind, at least at the time.
Best person to
so
purchase.
It's okay.
Right. Especially when you fail and you failed, but you overcame it. People don't want just people who are just perfect. It's not relatable.
Yeah. It's very true. And that's what I'm saying is that like you just put videos, like I used to put all my content on YouTube, keep it up there for 2 or 3 months, and then just lock them or unlist them. So that YouTube starts liking you, you can release it and then lock it down. And then the rule of thumb is just to keep about 25 to 30% of your videos on YouTube. And usually those are like the top performers so that they'll go back to your link and then purchase your full course. So, yeah.
That's right there, a masterclass. Right. Making money off of YouTube.
Yeah. It's very simple. The problem is the ideas work, but the thing is you have to work the ideas. You just have to test it out. Don't get married to it. Go on the date, commit. Literally, we can commit 30 days to this idea. And that's what I did with Simple Nursing. And if it works, then go on to phase 2 and then phase 3 and then commit a little bit more time, just keep on going on a few more dates. And
Yes. Well, thank you. Because as someone trying to build my YouTube, that was definitely helpful. So I was going to ask you if there's a nurse listening or someone listening who wants to start a YouTube channel on giving value and information. We always have a section where we ask our guests for homework for our listeners. So what And you kind of talked about it a little bit, but what are the top 3 things if you had to give someone wanting to start their own YouTube channel homework to do to get started?
Yeah. Okay. So number 1, if you're watching this, write this down. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. So number 1, yeah, actually write down 52 videos. 52. The faster you can make 52 videos, and the goal is to be in 30 days. Okay. Your goal should be 52 videos. That's 1 video a week for the entire year. If you can make 52 videos in 30 days, you'll have an entire year's worth of content. Number 2 is just set up an iPhone. Do not hire a production company if you don't have the money for it. It's going to be like $5,000, $6,000. This is what I did. I set up an iPhone and literally record yourself. iPhones are great quality and it records really well. The sound quality is good. Who cares? Put earpods in. This is your version 1. No one's going to like critique you. As long as the content's good, people are going to watch you. So let's just say you're doing an IV course. Let's just say you're doing a Botox course. Let's just say you're doing whatever you're doing. Like maybe you do case management. I don't know. Or wound care. Then just figure out if you can build out a, I don't know, like a 5-hour course, or just talk as much as you can on key topics. We're trying to get to those 52 videos. So I don't even know what point I'm at, but
you're on 1.
But the idea, oh man, am I on 1 or 2? So really, you're just trying to get, I would say, about 5 to 10 hours worth of content. More content is better. And so I guess that would be point number 3, about 5 to 10 hours worth of content. So if working backwards, put your 5 to 10 hours worth of content on a, iPhone, and then cut those videos up into about 5 to 10 minute videos. You can go longer, but I don't think initially YouTube won't allow you to upload more than 10 minutes or 15 minutes at a time, until you have like over 10,000 subscribers, I think, something like that. And so that's a lot better. And then you should always use, use an e-learning platform like Udemy or Kajabi to always link back into that, Masterclass so people can purchase from you. That's the goal. So yeah.
Got it.
I love that.
That was,
and guys, this can be any topic. Here's the thing. I know some people are going to watch this podcast and like, well, he's smart or he's creative or he has it.
No, I was dumb at the start.
Try to argue for our limitations. Let me tell you, if we were in court for that, most nurses would win because we argue for those limitations and why he can and she can, but I can't. So this could apply to anything. Is that right? Like, you don't even have to be a nurse for this. So they can think outside of their nursing box or inside of their nursing box. Would you agree?
Oh, of course. I would even just tell people to agree with themselves, saying like, okay, I'm not smart enough. Fantastic. How can I get smart enough? How can I learn? Imagine if nursing, it's so funny. Like, we take care of people. We save people's lives. Imagine the first day of nursing school if you're like, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't. If you keep on telling yourself you've never been a nurse, how the heck are you even here being a nurse? Like, we are so much more powerful than we actually think we are. Like, if we actually had a YouTube university where we had modules and semesters and projects, it's like anyone can do it. But the thing is, you just don't believe in yourself because it's self-guided, So we should start a YouTube university. Let's do that.
I'm telling you,
let's do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So listen, this has been an amazing. Listen, we could go on forever, but for the sake of time, in your time, Mike, because we know you're a busy man, we're gonna go ahead and close this out. But I definitely want you guys to take the time and do the work. Remember, this is about a shift. And if you want that shift, we're providing you with the experts who have actually done it more than once in most cases. And so all you have to do is follow the blueprint. The beautiful thing in this podcast is that you guys are being introduced to people who did it when there was not even other industry experts. So now you're fortunate because you have access to industry experts who are actually doing it, but not just doing it, also killing it. So thank you so much, Mike, for joining us. We really appreciate you for bringing that value to the Nurse Boss podcast. Go ahead, Chris.
I was just going to say thank you. It was very enlightening. I learned a lot. So thank you.
Yeah, I definitely.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yeah,
I do appreciate you guys. Inviting me to your community and just, it's all about nurses empowering other nurses.
Yes.
And dude, like the biggest thing, we're so powerful. We just tell ourselves no. So stop telling yourself no. Just say, how can I? And we give you we give you the tools and the resources.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
Well, on that note.
All right. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye, you guys.
See you guys. Thanks so much.